Hello, everybody. Welcome to Duluth, Minnesota. As we are joined again on the Sept. However, as Charlotte is busy hanging out with the gang, the paint people, as they're known, as they're now known as, there is a brisk knock on door, like ding, 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 ding. You just hear grumbling, as you assume Maria is probably upstairs. Damon is somewhere, probably down in the library downtown. He normally sometimes stays late. And you have no the fuck idea where Lily is. And Leaf, well, he's doing Father Locke's things.
He's doing his Philo shit. That's okay. Charlotte's probably the closest to the door because she's in the kitchen rooting through the leftovers. Because delicious leftovers. Yes. So yeah, she will put down the piece of Tupperware that she was eating out of with her fingers because she could. Just kind of sets it on the counter and heads towards the door. If there's another bout of knocking, there will be the kind of I'm coming.
No, there's no bout. It's just odd. Like stop.
She probably in fact snorts like that because that is the weirdest knock ever, but whatever. And yeah, still as she's headed that way, since she's probably barefoot in the house and there's no audible like click clack of shoes, be like, oh, I'm coming, and yeah, flicks the door open.
Before you recognize her almost immediately with, again, the dyed bright red hair and the awkward kind of jacket. Again, she dresses very oddly, you know what I mean? It's very quirky.
The eyebrows pop up.
Hello.
Hey.
I believe you were invited to our house.
Yes.
While I'm here to collect you.
Oh.
I was wondering, could I step inside and have a quick word, though?
Yeah, sure. She'll open the door a little more, step out of the way. Politely let her in.
This is your house, yes?
Yeah, essentially. I mean, technically, I guess mostly the Pack's, but it's where I stay.
The Pack? I like eyebrows for like what?
What's the name of their pack again? Sorry.
The where are they now? The Ravens of the Lost.
The Ravens of the Lost.
Oh, you're packing up with them?
I mean, I don't know, but nah, I've just known Maria and Damon since I was like in diapers. So.
Oh. Frown. Oh, well, would they be alright with me coming inside?
I mean, I invited you, so I still live here. Pretty sure hospitality still holds if I get the rules right.
It's just that they're Fiona and I don't want to, you know.
You're fine. Kind of give the little hand wave of like, yeah, whatever kind of thing. Like, no, you're fine.
Just nods. She waits for you to step aside. I'll go then, very polite.
Oh yeah, she totally, makes a point of stepping aside, opening the door, more than enough to let her in. Flicks a glance up the stairs, and besides, if Maria gripes, she'll gripe at me, so it's all good.
She makes this like awkward grimace as she steps in, almost like if she takes one step in, she'll go on fire. But once she gets in, she's in, and she walks awkwardly, following you into the kitchen.
Then yeah, she'll flick the door shut behind her once she's thoroughly in. And yeah, just starts traipsing back to go put away the Tupperware she left out. So, are we doing a thing, or am I just... What's going on?
I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah. No problem. She pops the lid back on the Tupperware.
Stares at you, judging. It's like, ugh. Do you know what I mean? You get the impression, why she may be quirkily dressed, she's a neat freak. It's just even the way she walks.
Yep. She pops the lid back on the Tupperware. There may be no silverware in sight, but what assumptions she makes are up to her, and she flicks the Tupperware back into the fridge.
She's standing in the center of the room, which looks like if she moved at all, she might get dirt on her. So she's staying in the center where no dirt can secretively mass on top of them. That is what the impression you get.
There's kind of an amused look.
If I stay here, there's no dirt on me. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's not like the place is filthy.
It's not. It's really not. It's just that you get the impression this is a Silver Fang, and she's with Fiona and Get in the house.
She's still She can't help but look a little amused. You know
Well,
what? Why don't we go sit in the library, huh? Kind of.
she gives it like a surprise. Oh, you have a library.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's surprising yet wonderful.
She Yeah, she's picking up what she's putting down. So there's another like kind of barely contained snark, and she'll gesture her to follow and go ahead and traipse back in there.
She follows.
And yeah, lets her into the library again, holding the door wide open, very politely.
She does, steps in very politely, looks more at ease that the painted people have a library. Is this your library? That was really weird. Google kicked me out, and then reset that Error 21 thing.
Okay. I was like,
was
man.
What the fuck? What was the last thing you said?
I heard the last thing I heard was, "Is this your library?"
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she kind of flicks a glance around and shrugs. I mean, I don't read as much as Damon does.
Or
Like-
Leaf. Leaf
or-
reads a shitload.
Yeah, it's like as much as Damon does, and then there's kind of a pause, and like the Brownet or Leaf, actually.
Oh,
But-
the Philodox.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, he is hella into books.
Really? He's just get a Fenris, yes?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's weird to me too, not gonna lie.
It's weird to most people, I would imagine. Stares a lot.
Reads a lot more than he talks.
Hmm.
Seeing as he barely talks, I guess that doesn't say much, but yeah, reads a
Unusual.
lot.
Unusual for Fenrir.
Yeah. At least in my
then-
experience.
But then again, he is a Philodox, so, probably is reading up on whatever knowledges and all that to keep order and things.
She'll wander over. Because I imagine, like, everyone, like, in any given room in a house, people have that seat they sit in the most.
Yeah, pretty much.
So she'll, like, meander over to the chair that Leaf is most usually lodged in and kind of poke through the books on the table beside it, kind of curiously.
Hmm.
So what all kind of stuff does he have, like, that he is just closed up and set aside?
There is various books. You find Damon's books. There are a lot of them on kind of Celtic and psychological stuff, like the shadow theory and all that. Leaf, he has a shit ton of occultish books. Stuff your mind can't even read properly. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, she meanders over to that spot next to his usual reading chair and kind of pokes through.
It is in. There are from what you can tell, and I'll just give you that. Do you have an occult score?
Probably not. Let me check. Nope.
I would give this one to you for free since Damon did read you stuff before. It looks like something Viking, but it's in such a dialect that you're like, I don't even. What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, I mean, weird stuff. Kind of holds up one of them so she can see the front cover.
Very carefully take it and lay it down very carefully, and you read it. Looks for another bits of books. Interesting.
I mean, he's a smart guy until you start talking about girls.
Just nods. Well, most of us are awkward about the things we have no real experience with, so.
Yeah, it's not a lie.
What I was wanting to talk to you about is doesn't go to sit down, but she kind of stands there, like
She'll
keep.
actually like as she's like, "What I want to talk to you about," she'll start that like not walking away from, but that like that kind of let's migrate this way and actually sit on one of the
She sits
yeah.
calmly. I understand you're present for Cassie's condition.
Yeah.
I see.
I really wanted to apologize. I think she freaked out when I reached out.
It's not based on emotional responses. Stress does trigger it, but they come at random times.
Jesus.
It's a condition on top of her already present one that we were aware of, but didn't understand the severity.
There's kind of a casual shrug. It is what it is.
You understand as a Philodox the ramifications of this, though, if it's talked about too much.
I mean, she's still alive. As far as I know, she hasn't gotten anyone else killed, so
Yet.
it is what it is.
Yet.
If someone dies standing over her, it's because they chose to stand there. That's not how I roll.
In the middle of combat.
If someone dies standing over her to keep her safe, that is their choice.
And if we're on a mission where silence is required and she...
I wouldn't take her on a stealth mission, no.
It's something that we're trying to keep quiet, but... Like I said, there has been whispers of Litany being already talked about.
Oh, yeah?
Hmm. I just wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Look, man, this isn't exactly Candyland. She's still alive. You guys are still alive. I imagine you guys, make an effort to keep her alive when it happens. So,
I'm just making sure that her condition isn't something that's used against her.
look, man, she's people. That's not how I do.
Just nods, staring at you. Good. Like I said, I wanted to make sure.
She proceeds to promptly poke herself on the nose. Glasswalker.
Oh, yes, well. She gives this very tight smile. I'm gonna roll some subterfuge for Mel.
Oh boy.
Because let's just say somebody has. Well, let's just see what you see. And thankfully, it's subterfuge is not one of the things that Mel is not really good at. It's the only reason she has such a decent dice pool is for one reason and one reason only.
That pure breed, though?
That pure breed, though. Which is 3, 1, 4, pure breed, that much. Yeah, it's that much. That is reasonable. It's 3 successes.
I've got a shot. I'm not sure who's the defender. Pretty sure it's you. Sadly, I don't have a specialty.
No, she just is this blank wall of this tight smile, niceness, politeness, etiquette.
For what it's worth, she seems to feel like that should be self-explanatory as to her stance on the matter.
I'm going to roll willpower because, well, she has a flaw, and this difficulty is that many. She has that many willpower since she's a third, and she needs it. Oh, wow, she passed a lot more flying colors than I was expecting.
Bossed it.
Yep, she doesn't say what she was thinking of saying.
No, like, clearly Charlotte doesn't get whatever thought she has in return, but she seems to think that's pretty self-explanatory. Why would she think otherwise?
Well, good. I'm glad that a glasswalker is amenable. It's an unusual trait for many on this sept.
Well, I don't really fit in that well, so we'll just put one more on the table for it. Fuck it.
I see. I see. Well, that's unfortunate, but, well, I suppose it's the glasswalker thing.
A lot of technicalities involved, pretty sure.
I'm sure.
But yeah, don't worry about it, and don't think that I'm gonna support it if it happens. So, not a thing.
Good. But she does, I'm assuming were you there for the aftermath?
I was there when it started. I tried to help, kind of got thrown out of the way so someone else who knew better could help. And I just got the cub away from it. Shrug.
The cub was there.
Yeah, her, me, and Gemma.
Makes another subterfuge roll.
Damn it!
Not as good, too.
Also not as good. 1.
Again, a wall of politeness and etiquette. I see. Well, hopefully my alpha will be able to have a talk with the den mother then.
Den Mom has an idea in her head.
Oh?
Yeah. She's already said she doesn't want Cora hanging around Cassie, and I think it's stupid. I can kind of understand why she said it, but it's still stupid. And she'll learn sooner or later. I'll make sure she does.
Her eyebrows furl. You're going to make sure the den mother learns.
No, the cup.
Roll subterfuge again. Jesus.
I'm not even rolling against that.
Again, measurable wall.
No, not the Den Mother. That's not my shit.
I was about to say.
Tendencies aside, not a ragabash. Not my job. She can think what she wants to think. I can't change her mind. But I can make sure Cora knows better.
They get admire strength. Unfortunately, Cassie hasn't displayed it.
Like I said, she's alive here. She's alive so far. That's got to be worth something.
It probably is worth a lot of things, and that's why they haven't beaten her down regularly. I do pack with one.
Yep.
And I imagine the Den Mother is trying to instill some sort of frowns, grimaces, toughness.
Yeah. I mean, she's got junkyards, so that's something, but...
I never had them as den parents, so...
I mean... I was really good at pissing Lena off.
Stares at you.
Helpless shrug.
Like I said, I'd never had them. I arrived 2 years ago, so...
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say lucky you, but...
Not really, but shrug.
Shot in the dark. But still. No, that's not how I do. And Gemma was on the same line I thought I was. So you don't have to worry about that.
Gemma is a child of Gaia, so I would be surprised if she was suddenly all brimstone and torches. Let's beat the menace.
And let's be fair, Cora honestly just needed a shoulder to cry on, so...
It is tough the first week.
Yeah.
Just nods. Well, if you have any questions, now is the time before we get going.
Uh,
There's
anything I
one.
should know?
There's one thing I wanted to add, by the way, and this is just my personal opinion.
Okay.
When Juno made you the offer to join with her pack, if it meant you getting home, I did voice my disdain on that.
You did.
I don't agree with that method,
She shrugs.
and neither should you.
Saw it for what it was. Badly phrased.
I
Maybe.
didn't seem badly phrased. She's a ragabash from a very political family.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just saying. It was very convenient.
I mean, can I get mad at her for hitting the oh shit button right after I hit the oh shit button? I mean, I did something stupid too, so.
It looked like she was taking advantage, that's all I'm saying. And it's something, if I was you, I'd keep an eye on.
She kind of smirks. Why, you gonna make a counter offer?
Stare.
It's a purely teasing smile.
Well, my beta did invite you for dinner, so I imagine you're making a good impression.
The eyebrows kind of pop up because she'd been kind of joking. It's like, oh, fair point.
At least we actually started with the getting to know you process before attempting to shackle you quickly. She'll smile.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying it was very ill done, and it didn't buy her a lot of friends.
I mean, regardless of whether she meant it one way or the other, I'm not mad.
That's your choice.
Sounds like she's already seen the shit side of the politics stick, so.
Well, then she should learn to play it better. Just, again, smile tightly. Because acting like a Shadow Lord will get you in trouble, especially if you're not a Shadow Lord.
I kind of chalk it up to being like a get impulse, this'll solve it right now kind of response. Not necessarily the best option, but the most immediate one.
I'm just saying, you're Philodox. I'm just saying you're Philodox, you should know every angle. And so
Fair
I'm giving you an angle.
You are. No, that's fair.
All you have to do is ask her in the Sept about the Trimbensons. Very political family.
Yeah?
Hmm. Them and the Ulrichsons. They're the two most prominent ones on Sept. Get wise, anyway.
I mean, I'm already hearing that arranged marriage is still a thing, which blows my fucking mind.
That's been a thing since eons.
I mean, yeah, but you wouldn't think it was still a thing.
Do you know which tribe I belong to?
Yeah, but... Oh god, you guys do that too still?
It's practically a done thing. Although, it depends on which camp and which, you know.
All the little bits, yeah.
But no,
Jesus.
it's regular occurrence. It's mostly now. It's not as quite as medieval as it used to be. It's mostly the kinfolk meet, they bond, and families talk, and
Yeah.
a bit more of a modern twist to it. From what I've seen. Now, the old-fashioned ones, wow. Let's out of breath. That's a far different story.
Yeah, her eyebrows kind of pop up and she shakes her head like, Jesus.
But then again, that's the world they came from, so I don't judge that.
Yeah.
I mean, they would judge. They could easily judge you for you being more modern.
Suppose so.
So I think it would be a bit unfair to make snap judgments of things that have been passed down for generation.
I mean, it's just kind of a shock hearing that's still a thing outside of, like, I don't know, India.
You'd be surprised.
I was surprised. That is a thing that happened.
But then again, you're going to have to learn, Miss Sullivan. You are a Philodox.
Yeah, no joke. Kind of reaches up, rubs the back of her head.
of every angle, from what I hear. Smile. At least I just get to make deals with spirits and offer wisdom when needed.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, give me 1 second. Cat fight.
Oh no.
Okay, back. Sorry.
But
I had to fuss at a cat until she went back down the stairs.
Like I said, you've got to be aware of everything.
Yeah, seems like there's a lot of bits I missed.
And you can't be biased, unfortunately. Stands up.
Nope. She too will go ahead and shove herself up.
Give her a stare. See, if you were that more amenable in public, a lot more people would like you.
What, they don't like me?
There's a few that are irked by you because you behave too much like a ragabash. But then again, they haven't warranted enough to challenge, so I figure you'll be fine. The Fenrir are such gossipy ones.
I know, right?
Shrugs. He keeps walking.
She shrugs. Follows along, traipsing.
Well, shall we go then?
Yeah, sure. 1 second, and she will go and find a pair of shoes to slip on, and then pop out her phone, fire off a text to both Damon and Maria, letting them know she's headed out.
You just get a you get the impression she's hungover.
Yeah, I imagine she doesn't even answer. Like, I can hear her phone ding from downstairs and nothing.
Yeah. She's been upstairs, but her phone is downstairs. It's that type of situation.
Oh, Lord. She hears the phone go off, glances over, kind of grins.
Damien just gets a smiley face. And a few hearts as well.
Yep. As she is, tugging on one of her shoes with one hand, she's sending back emojis with the other because she's a dork.
Mm-hmm. You just get several selfies of him at a library, that type of shit, as you and Melanie are walking towards her car, which is a really fucking expensive car. It's like an Aston, it's like a Bentley.
There will be a definite pause at the door, like, Jesus, should I even touch it? Kind of.
She just looks, don't touch it, as she's getting in.
She said, what?
Don't touch.
How do I get in if I don't touch?
Anything. You can get in the car, just don't break anything.
But why would I? Frowny face. But yeah, she pops open the door. Gets settled.
She zooms off, driving into Delos itself and going far enough, not into the rich district, no. More of the suburbs, kind of just on the outskirts, close to Sep, but about a half an hour drive away.
Yeah.
And she comes out to what looks to be a 2-story detached house. It looks well-to-do, well nice. Decent garden and everything.
Yep. Charlotte may or may not spend at least part of the drive just boggling over, like, the nice smart radio with the Bluetooth. Not touching, but she knows what it is. She knows.
Mm-hmm. She plays a lot of Florence and the Machine, that type of music as you're driving. And you pull up and she turns to you. Well, here it is.
Nice digs.
It's not bad. Callum got it. It's meant to be a bit more inconspicuous after all. Well, so many money you have, you can't be going blowing out the bank, and people don't question Cassie around here, so.
Suppose not.
And Abel, as long as he doesn't make too much noise, we're shrug. And Zori, well, just frowns. Everything's happy with Zori. Her parents visit more or less every day.
Yeah.
Quite lovely. They've made us food several times. She's getting out.
Yeah, sure. They'll hop out the car.
Just if they talk to you about a story, just nod and smile. Spot them. I always do.
Does it
Thankfully,
work?
no. Thankfully, they're not here today. It's just us. So. But then, if you're around later, they probably will stay. Come over, and you'll be treated to story time. Brace yourself. It's descriptive.
Yeah.
Not
as bad as Zuri, I hope.
Let's just say they talk about the grandfather a lot since he was the actual, She's
walking. Right. Good times.
Proud of the little, but she's not, as she's opening the door, fiddle with the keys and all that, and she goes, she's here, she echoes around the house. You can smell someone's cooking dinner.
Yep, she will probably almost immediately upon stepping in glance around to see if this is one of the houses where you leave your shoes at the door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You see a collection of very fine suit shoes, big Doc Marten boots, what looks to be oddly Converse and slippers, and Melanie just takes off her fucking shoes.
Yep, she will follow suit.
It's a corridor. You can see one leads down to the kitchen. There's another that leads probably to the dining room. We expect you can see someone filtering in and out, probably laying down silver. The other one you see from the waft of smoke is the living room.
She'll actually just kind of glance back to Melanie for direction because
kitchen, dining room, living room, points to the stairs that are just down the end just before you turn it off to the kitchen. Well, that's all the bedrooms, and the bathroom is up there, and the garden is out further past the kitchen. I don't know who is where. I'm going to see has Callum managed to burn the house down.
Sage nod. Good plan.
She just walks, opens
at least,
the door.
Yeah, at least initially she'll trail along behind her.
Opens the door. You see this guy. Again, he's wearing a shirt. You can see the suit shirt off on the chair as he's rubbing the back of his head, staring at the pots and pans as he's trying to mix and manage. Looks like he's struggling. Looks over, sees Melanie, looks more relieved. Melanie turns to Charlotte. I don't know who's in the sitting room, but would you mind if I am?
Yep. You handle that. I'll go make nice.
Snod, and you hear the door. The last thing you hear before the door is, "What have you done?" Do you know what I mean? He's like, "Look, the instructions said 4 grams. I put 4. You put 5 down. You know what I mean?" You hear just that.
So yeah, she's got an easy smile going as she'll go ahead and retrace to where the living room was.
You see in living, again, flat. This house is well paid for, well bought. The interior decorating is nice. You guess, these two you got the sing span off the other fella, Silver Fang. This is a Silver Fang house. You know what I mean? You do get the tonal of Get Pure Breed coming in. You do see Abel just sitting there smoking as he's watching TV. Well, look who it is.
I know, right? Fancy seeing me, a glasswalker, in town. Crazy stuff.
Over at my house.
Details.
It's a shame you missed my cousin. Would have loved to see you.
Would I?
Depends on my cousin.
Is this the bike one or a different one?
This is a different one. This one does electrics.
Yeah?
Well,
at least your cousins have a very broad skill set between them.
I have a lot of cousins.
I believe you.
Grins.
She'll probably come and just plop down on whatever seat is readily available and isn't like a single chair, because those are probably like unspoken dibs.
He's on a single chair.
She'll go up on a couch if there is one.
yeah, when you plop up, you notice the seat pop up as well for your feet. For your feet,
Ooh, schmancy.
it's fancy.
She probably, in fact, says that.
He echoes it fancy. So no +1.
No.
You single, are you?
What? Why the fixation on me and my singleness and your cousins?
I'm just teasing. Half the people get so offended.
She like does the little like point at her eyes, point at him. Watching you.
Besides, I told my cousins you fancy them anyway, so you'll be meeting them later. What?
How could I fancy them if I've never met them?
They're all big muscly men, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Right. Awesome. Reclines the seat. The one in the middle of the couch because it amuses her the most.
Sure, not in a pack then.
Not yet.
Nods. Well, that's good.
Is it? Eyebrow waggle.
I mean, it's good to keep your options open, at least.
That was the thought.
Although, I've been hearing you're quite the young, sassy person that's been pissing everyone off.
I do seem to have a talent.
Well, not everyone, a few people. I at least like you.
There's a few people. So, like, there's the side glance and the grin, like, eh?
We'll see.
Oh,
Grins.
that's
I don't know. At that point, you hear the bumbling and shuffling as two people walk in. Cassie drops to the floor almost fucking immediately. Gable gives her like such a like in the house, you know what I mean? Zori gives you the most over-enthusiastic wave you've ever seen anyone give the most over-enthusiastic wave.
Yeah, for what it's worth, she hears the feet coming and turns and like waves a hand, and Cassie immediately like eats the dirt, and she's like, "Oh, God!"
You just hear, but Cassie, you can get. It's our house.
It's your house, and I'm just a Cleith, man. It's okay.
She slowly stands up. Zori just again still waving at you, waiting for her to acknowledge.
Oh yeah, she has waved, though she did get distracted by the flopping, the enthusiastic flopping.
Sorry, Raya.
Won't have it stay hard?
Well, you're looks at Abel. She doesn't looks down then.
McLeod. It's the only part of it that matters.
Of course, Honori. Yes. She sticks to the back of the wall as Zori runs up and like literally gives you the most enthusiastic hug again that you have ever felt off anyone.
Tucks her like completely up and out of the chair.
Swings.
Oh God! Oh, my ribs! I need those for breathing.
It is good that you came. I am really happy.
I'm glad you're happy. I would hate to see you mad.
I don't get mad often. Well, like that's a lie. I get mad a lot, but Abel face palms.
There's the, oh God, free me, little wiggle. She does hug back for what it's worth, but like as she's being swung around and shit, she's like, oh yeah.
Let you go as you flop back onto the couch.
Oh boy. Yeah, she does. It is graceless. Just the blah 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 pop. Plop on the couch.
Zori zzz Abel out of the seat and sits down. Abel grins and sits down. On the couch. Cassie sits down beside him. So, Charlotte, how have you been? Are you okay? Are you going to do good?
Yeah, doing all right.
It's good. Everything was okay?
Yep.
Nuts. She nods. Cassie looks down. She hasn't looked up at any of you.
There'll be like the slow lean forward to get down, like down in her peripheral. Hey,
Jumps about a mile into the air. Like, stares, looks up. Yes, all right.
no hard feelings, right?
For what?
There's Blink. You know what? That's good enough.
Just nods very shakily. Looks over at Abel and he just kind of just gives it just very relaxed nod, like you're fine, you know, that type of nod. And she just goes, maybe excuse Raya, Cassie. Abel nods and you hear bum 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 upstairs.
There's an eyebrow quirk. Glance back.
Which one do you look at?
I mean, Abel's the closest.
You go roll that subterfuge.
God damn it. Everyone in their pure breed.
He's a Galliard as well.
God damn it. Let's see if I should even bother. The real question of the day. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. I could beat it. Nope. Nothing.
No, nah. Again, the waft of cigarette smoke. He looks relaxed-ish. You know?
She gonna be okay?
Just nods.
Glance over to Zuri next.
Abel nods, very chill. She's just nervous, you know. Zuri, however, poor Zuri. This is not her strong lies, Katie. Even with pure,
you know what?
even though
Good.
she has pure breed 2 and subterfuge. She has no subterfuge because it's
Look.
Zuri. She fails.
Let's see. Okay, I do not like botch, so
You got 3 10s. Zuri's blatantly worried. It's the first. It's actually probably will break your heart. The happy face just looks so full of concern and so worried.
is she gonna be alright if I stick around?
Abel answers. Zuri doesn't. She's staring out. Often you can assume where Cassie just ran up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be fine. She's just embarrassed. So it's not your fault. She's just embarrassed.
She grins and kind of rubs at the back of her head.
She gets embarrassed quickly. In fact, you'll look up and look at Zuri. You can roll a P&E.
Da-na-na.
Which one do you want to roll it on? I'll let
I
you
can roll it on Zuri because she's the only one I could get anything off of last time.
She's gonna roll subterfuge again. Something passes through you what would be assumed, and you got a shit ton of successes. And oh, Zuri.
Oh, Zuri.
Oh, Zuri. I'm gonna count that as a botch because there's 3 1s there, Katie. The look of horror and shock on Revulsion's faces, you can tell Abel's probably passing message because, well, you've seen Cassie. You've seen her in Krynos when she doesn't have all her clothes on her.
Yep.
As that's when Zuri just kind of stands up abruptly, you know? Abel realizes that Zuri has botched the social, like, will you just mind going and checking on Cassie to make sure she hasn't done something? And Zuri has taken this the complete wrong way.
Oh, Jesus.
Zuri stands up dramatically and runs dramatically upstairs and boom, 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 boom.
The eyebrows go up.
This is the perfect exact reaction of Abel. Just why you do this?
Yeah, there's kind of the eyebrows go up and like, oh, as she fucking bolts out of the room. Glance back at Abel.
She's an excitable girl.
So, did you see that sky today? Talk about blue.
Yeah. Do you want to go out in the garden? I'll get you a beer.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want weed? He stands up.
Why the fuck not?
The hands are the thing he was smoking.
She does not seem to have any issue with taking an already started smoke.
Roll me that stamina, because this is a certain type of weed.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, thank God!
Again, it's really strong, but you don't like go. Ooh! But it's really strong.
I'm going to say, for roleplay's sake, that you know what? She may not like take ill effect or hit it too hard. She maybe realizes just in time, but there's still a blatant reaction like, oh my God! As she starts that inhale and decides to cut it short, like, okay, maybe not an entire lungful.
It's like, oh my. Just nods at her. Serge, they do crazy things.
And when she finally does relieve the breath, she's like, holy. Yeah. Jesus.
Keeps me calm.
You know what? Whatever works.
Cops hands together. Exactly.
Right, so. Back garden?
Gives it a thumbs up. I'll get you a beer.
Okay.
Did you drink beer or something stronger?
Whatever's easy.
Oh, you're that type of girl. And keeps walking.
Hey!
You said it, not me. As he opens the door to the internal battle going on in the kitchen. As you get to witness a Fostern being dictated to by Cleat because he doesn't know how to cook and the Cleat does.
She will politely pretend she sees nothing. My, what a fine back door this is to the back garden. I'll just throw that away. I see nothing. I am blind, deaf, and mute.
Again, the back garden, kind of like a wide, expansive thing. It's got decent fences. It's got a bit of a like chairs and everything. You can tell stuff like plates have been laid out as well. You know, it's a sunny like 5 o'clock in the evening. So you reckon they're probably going to have dinner out there. You reckon they're doing barbecue type stuff as well. Lots of meat.
That poor man.
So you can see Melanie directing him even through the kitchen with her hands. Like you can't imagine the sound, but you imagine there's lots of yelling.
I can see the flailing, and that's worth something.
Yeah. The duo come out. Zori with the most guiltiest look on her face. Cassie with the most flustered look on her face.
Oh no!
You don't know what's after happening, but you can assume from that emotional reaction from Zori. You can, like, I'll just say you hear it. She's like, Cassie, I'm sorry. She's like, I was in the middle of, sorry. She walks out and they both look at you awkwardly.
Charlotte decides the least awkward thing she can possibly do is she just, like, flips the joint around and offers it to Zuri.
Yeah, Zori takes a huge, like, you know what I mean? Inhale.
Charlotte's eyes widen slightly in appreciation because Jesus.
Hands it back.
Better?
Yes.
Good.
So, sits down. Cassie sits down in the grass. Puts like her head on the chair, so she's essentially by Zori.
Yep. She will actually get a vague gesture made her way. You want some?
I can try some, but oh yes, it's that stuff. Yes, give me some.
Yep, she passes it over. Easy peasy.
Takes a huge hit as her like reddish eyes kind of bulge a bit, like you know what I mean. As what you do notice when you look up, there is a canopy. You know, the big kind of like things. You reckon this is specifically designed so Cassie can sit outside.
Aw.
Because, you know, albino and skin.
That sun, though.
Mm-hmm.
Treacherous bastard.
Her eyes kind of bulge as she hands it back. Like, whew.
There's an appreciative grin. And yeah, she takes another much lighter hit than either of them. Much lighter.
Charlotte, Cassie will ask,
Yeah, what's up?
How have you been doing?
Oh, same old, same old. Probably pissing people off.
I haven't heard anything.
There's this idle shrug, and she probably flops down into one of the chairs.
The only thing I've heard is that people are wanting a couple of us to go check out some places, but that's about it.
Ooh, I heard some of that too.
Mm-hmm.
Party time in the city.
I was wondering, did you want to come with me, Zuri, and Melanie and this guy named Santos?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Zuri has a plan. I have best plan. I'm not telling you it. You know,
But
there will be more revealed later. Once I get funny, man.
What, Santos?
Mm-hmm. He talks a lot about buttering chicken.
He's pretty serious about his chicken, I've noticed. And I caught him curled up with a ham. So
I wonder, will he make good meat for sister?
I mean, I couldn't say.
Miri does like men like that. Nod, sage
mean-
nod, sage nod.
I mean, if he loves her half as much as he loves that ham, she's set for life.
Miri is a nice girl. My father should be like him, though. We are a nice family. Gives big, happy, bright smile.
So I hear.
Another bright smile. Cassie does not try to roll her eyes as she takes another hit.
Yep, they're playing the puff puff pass like champions.
The most subtle of eye roll from Cassie, but Doria say, "We are going to investigate some things, and I was hoping that some people could help. I am very good at fighting, but I am not very good at being hip, she'll say.
She tries so hard not to die. Oh my god.
I'm going to roll a subterfuge for Cassie.
I'm going to roll a subterfuge.
Actually, Cassie's going to roll willpower because getting high and listening to Zori be Zori. Oh, Cassie.
I only get one success too.
Yeah, she gets one success, but Cassie's like,
I will in fact distract from my own poorly contained mirth by being like, ha ha, you can laugh.
Start the most startled of faces.
It's a good thing.
Zori gives the most confused look. Like tennis begins to happen like an excited dog.
Passes her the smoke. Distraction tactic go.
Takes a huge, shockingly huge hit, Katie. Rolls her stamina.
Yeah, there's a glance her way like, could you hit it any harder kind of look?
If Cassie could get happier, she could. You weren't. If not Cassie, if Zori could get happier, you weren't sure how. But she's happier.
Oh god.
She like lies down in the chair. Yes, I am what they call hip,
Totally hip.
but I need pause, stare, blank stare, resumes conversation. I need people who are hip and sociable. And I figured, points a finger, the finger waggles a bit. I figure, pauses again. What am I saying, Cassie? Cassie just rubs her white hair. She wants people to help because she's no good at tracking people in the city. She can track anywhere else, but she can't track in city. And you're a Philodox, I'm a Philodox, and Santos, well, he's a Blonar.
This is all true. Pretty
Zori.
good points.
Zori then points at Cassie, like she points, wagging her finger repeatedly. Almost like, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the shit. Oh my god.
You can tell she's off her tits.
Oh my lord. Oh, Cassie. Oh, Zuri. I can't.
So would you be willing to help?
Yeah, of course. Any excuse
Cassie,
to go in town. Shit.
if you want to bring Gemma, you can. I like Gemma.
Gemma's pretty sweet people.
Juno, you can bring her if you want. Just
Oh, I mean, she said Gemma. Sorry.
she said Juno. Like Cassie says Juno after Juno. You can bring her if you want, but roll subterfuge.
I'm sure she'll understand that it's your mission, not hers.
Roll subterfuge.
Oh, God.
So goddamn hard, and well, Cassie, she has subterfuge,
That's a step.
but she has a flaw which makes her social dice +2 difficulty. Oh boy, it's 2 successes.
Pretty sure she counts as the defender.
She just looks a bit nervous.
I gotcha.
You do?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Now, this is going to end hilariously tragic if Zori in any way fails this. She doesn't. But she nearly blurts out something. She's like,
Having a moment there? Nobody?
I was about to say something, but
Go say it. Who are you gonna make mad?
Cassie's afraid of Juno because she stares like like she's about to take a shit.
Her resting bitch face is on fleek, okay?
Cassie
Got
goes
that shit down to a science.
for Snow White skin. Cassie goes the color of a tangerine.
What? It's true.
She's a respectable guru.
Of course she is. With an incredible resting bitch face.
Zori's like,
Offers her the smoke again.
who, Zori or Cassie?
Cassie.
Just awkwardly takes it. Takes a hit. Cassie, unfortunately, has the highest stamina due to various reasons.
Various reasons.
Takes it like a champ. 2.
Oh, Jesus, what's the diff on this?
I put it as Cassie just as continually smoking, so I just was raising her.
Oh,
difficulty.
okay.
But no, Cassie takes like a champ. Well, I suppose that yes. Well, that's yes.
Not inaccurate.
Yes. You then get the waft of bacon and burgers and big, those big huge frankfurters.
Yup.
Yeah, Zori leaps up like a cat.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. She's so high. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Melanie takes one look at you guys, realizes what you're smoking, shouts back into Abel, "They're gonna need more." She comes over with like beer, hands them out to you guys as she sits down with her own. You just hear the groan of as Colin comes out. Abel has somehow taken over this. He comes over, walking over again, rubbing the back of his head, sipping out of beer, looking at you, who he's never seen before. The others, he nods to them. "I don't believe I've met you."
And she will have accepted the beer by now and probably passed off the smoke to Zuri because who knows how much is left, but Zuri's the only one who can take a hit that hard.
Melanie takes it off Zori, like, no. Takes it.
Oh, God, how does Melanie do? I know
Let's
everyone
see.
else has been hitting this shit like it's cool. Does Melanie have the sense to take a smaller hit, or is she going bananas?
Melanie takes the most politest hit you can, but Melanie is not used to smoking weed. I didn't even roll 1d1s. Oh, oh God.
Oh, Melanie! She's gonna hack up a lung.
Okay. So before he says, I know you use, hang on, I didn't zoom in on her as well. You just hear like this uproarious coughing, like she's literally about to cough up her lung. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she like passes off the smoke, turns to like offer her hand, and then the coughing starts, and she's like, "Oh Jesus!"
Like Zori's thumping her on the back. You know what I mean? Like Cassie is like standing in front of her, like blowing, like, you know, fanning her essentially.
Oh God, Charlotte's gonna remove the joint from this situation. Oh God.
How do you smoke this? Oh, I didn't realize I'd making it that awaken. Oh,
Yeah.
I can see. It's like her face goes pale and everything.
Oh no. Oh God,
Cassie-
sit her down, sit her down. Like,
Cassie panically runs inside to get water. Zori is just in a. I'm actually going to roll willpower for Zori because seeing the prissy Melanie get pulling this is difficulty 8. She does not fall laughing, but she's like, but she's helping, trying not to laugh herself. The most faraway stare from the alpha of this pack.
oh God.
He looks at you like this. You know what I mean?
I got nothing. She holds up her innocent hands, aka one with the beer, one with the joint that she has relieved from Melanie, so she doesn't hit it again.
Okay, I'm going to start this again. Hello.
Hey, and yeah, she shifts the joint to the hand holding the beer, so she can actually offer her hand.
I suppose we'll have to do this the proper way. Callum, known as Callum Volokov, known as Silent Storm, Foster, Another Nation, born on 2 legs, a Falcon's Brood, Philodox.
And I'm Charlotte Sullivan, Glasswalker, Philodox, born on 2 legs, Cleith. That's about it.
Nods. He seems happy that you're a Philodox. He's like, oh. Meanwhile, over in the dying lung table, Cassie's come over with water and they're like feeding Melanie. She's like, oh God.
Charlotte is trying so hard to keep it all on the inside because poor Melanie. But it's funny. But poor Melanie. But it's so fucking funny.
Nods. I had heard you'd gotten Cleith.
Yeah. Yep. Finally managed it.
Nods. Well, it's good. Adult now.
Yep.
Sits down, you know, takes a swig. So what do you do?
And she finally, like, echoes sitting down. Takes her own swig. So far, not a lot. Too much, you know, bless Luna's giving heart, but it makes it hard to keep a job, really.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
Hopefully getting hooked up with a media job, but
Media.
I imagine it'll be behind the keyboard stuff.
Oh, it's impressive. Nice going.
I mean, it'd be nice.
Nice. One of the Glasswalkers hook you up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nods. I mean, it makes sense.
Kind of shrugs, yeah, pretty much. Guess it's who you know.
I mean, usually your crowd are normally really good about hooking each other up and stuff like that.
Yeah, seems so.
Although, no offense, that Ragabash gives you the creeps.
Hmm?
The one that appears from the shadows?
What,
Like an
Perfidy?
E. Yeah.
I mean, intense is just kind of how she do.
I don't know if she's gonna shank me or just be like, "Hi, how you doing?"
I mean, you're not the worm, so the shanking chances are pretty low.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, it's like a love tap. It's fine.
I've never heard it put like that quite before.
She shrugs.
No, I mostly work out. Mostly work out of town, really.
Yeah?
Yeah, detective work mostly.
I was gonna say, how do you manage to hold it down?
I mean, the rage is not too bad. It's just it kind of works when you're trying to get information out of people, right?
Suppose so. Makes sense.
I just pick and choose. I'm not around all the time, so let's just say I do a lot of field work.
Yeah. Imagine that helps.
Not, but no, I've been told by the gang here that you're one of the people who I should talk to. Apparently, you're one of the nicer people.
I mean, there seem to be conflicting reports, but I like to think so.
Well, this is what my pack said, so
Hey. There's at
not.
least one group of people I'm in good with.
Well,
Or-
I hear you're good friends with some of the Fianna.
I mean, yeah.
Not.
I mean, like I told, she kind of jerks the thumb over to Melanie, who is maybe breathing now.
Slowly.
I mean,
It's a struggle.
I've known Maria and Damon since we were in diapers, so it was kind of pre-Fianna. Catch my drift.
Marie Lindskars is not too bad. She's a bit claps his hands together. Loud, but then again, I ain't gonna be mad. Fianna. She's got good relations with some of the people on Seft, although I'm from one of the Silverfang sects that I don't think her crowd are particularly fond of, considering her last name and all.
Meh?
Kraus. Kraus is a Silverfang name. Well, it's attached to a Silverfang family.
Yeah?
So I'm from like the opposite side. So we kind of were nice to each other, but it's a bit testy. But she's not bad. She's good people.
She's
Where
got
else
kind of the zone outlook for half a second, like, man, this shit is obnoxiously complicated, essentially.
You give her a look. Yeah, I know the feeling. I wasn't exactly born into it either. I was one of the ones that was kept woefully ignorant.
I mean, you say woefully.
Look, I was just from a rich family, I thought.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say I know that feel because it wasn't quite that rich, but I know that feel. Sort of.
Smirk. But let's just say I was Hamid born.
Yep.
So, don't worry. You'll get my advice. Read up.
Oh, God. Surprised how much there is in books for us to go through.
There's a few Galliards you could talk to. Abel, he's a good guy. It's just, well, Abel's Abel. No grin.
Yep. I mean, I'm not complaining. He's pretty cool.
Well, he's my beta, so of course he is. Grin for the first time.
Fair enough, good sir. Well played.
He's like, I told a joke. Yeah, and it was funny. But Abel's one of the good ones.
Seems so, yeah.
There's another one, but frown. Well, there's two, but I prefer
like
one.
she's like flicking through her fucking personal knowledge, like, oh fuck, who are the other Galliards?
Carves the Path and Skyripper.
Oh boy. No awkward face here. In fact, I will terrible idea because he's a fucking Philodox, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, totally no awkward face.
What are you doing? Oh, I see what you're doing.
I'm trying to do a thing.
Let's see if this
The
works.
die roller doesn't love me.
Oh no. That really doesn't love you. First comes to worst, we can just roll an R20.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, no. Obviously, dice roller's like, but fuck you though. So roll your shit, kitty.
God damn it. Oh, god damn it. Not that. Not just one. Bad.
Nope, you didn't see it.
Wait, that is not 4 successes. There's 2 successes. That's 1 success. Why does it say 4?
I don't know. I don't know what you
Oh,
did.
I know what I did. It's greater than 6, not less than.
Derp. But yes, he stares at you. So what look are you trying to hide?
It's there's a moment of like, who's he talking about? I don't even. Oh. That's not awkward.
There is the actual big Galliard of the set, which is the Alpha. The Alpha's the Galliard.
Yeah, but she can imagine, like when he's like, yeah, but that other Galliard. Well, I guess there's 2, but that other guy though, like, there's
Which
2 under the fucking thing. So she's assuming Carves the Path is the one he's not especially fond of.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely that's not awkward because he offered me a job or anything. Nah.
Stares at you.
What?
Nothing. Not very good at hiding it yet, are you?
I am not a professional. What?
To be a good Philodox, you gotta learn how to lie as well as understand them. It's like poor Cassie struggles so much, you smirk fondly over Cassie.
Does Cassie have a fucking face after that, or is she still distracted by Melanie?
Cassie hears him and makes the legendary Franny face.
Her super vicious Franny face?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a helpless shrug.
So what are you trying to hide from me then? Grinned.
Why would I be trying to hide anything?
You made the weird, awkward, I'm trying to hide something face.
Hey, look, awkward does not mean hiding.
It was that I'm trying to hide something face.
Maybe it's just awkward.
I'm gonna give you shit. I know he's from your tribe, so
Eh.
it's always good to get knowledge from a member of your tribe. Even though he's a fucking prick. He just looks around like, oh, did I say that? What?
She kind of sputters. Why is he a prick?
Because he is. Roll subterfuge.
That is not even an answer.
And he has a lot of pure breed, unfortunately.
I mean, he can be convincing, but that's still an empty answer.
It's because he and I it's not working yet. Because he and I disagree on things.
It is. It's just super late. Man, my roll would have been a lot better if I'd waited.
It would have been. But it's gone again, so fuck it. I'm roll over 20.
Okay.
I'm an impatient asshole. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That pure breed though. Seven successes, Katie.
And what did he say was the answer?
Because he and I simply disagree, and we disagree strongly.
He gets his face. Because she believes him. Like, she doesn't have an issue with believing it. That is convincing as fuck. She's just like, that's so not an answer. But fine.
I'm not going to speak ill of Araya. Especially Araya of your tribe.
Fine. Hand wave. Is it like important things that you disagree on? Side eye.
Just different philosophies, and when we disagree strongly. Now, do you look around?
Yep.
'Cause somebody's stoned.
There's a lot of people stoned right now.
Not as stoned as this person is.
Zuri.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and she was the easy read in the first place. Looking at Zuri.
She only gets 2 successes. She would have got a much better roll, but unfortunately, somebody's high as a kite.
Sadly, I don't get shit. So, I mean, I get 1.
Zori's just too busy chuckling. But actually, I'll give you another roll on Melanie, but Melanie is diff 9 because somebody botched.
What?
You can read Melanie too, but I'm putting Melanie at a super high diff because she's actually no. I'm giving this for free on Melanie. Melanie has a very passive aggressive look, not towards you or Callum. It's just when they mention that he and Carves the Past disagree, she gets this very frowned stare, a very agitated stare.
Gets a nasty case of the bitch face.
Yeah, like she makes a considerable bitch face.
Yeah, he can even watch as Charlotte immediately flicks a glance over to Zuri and then flicks one to Melanie because she's probably high as fuck and can't help herself, and then looks back at him with an eyebrow quirked.
Stays very calm. I'll go check if Abel's needs a hand. You stand up very awkwardly and walk in. As you can see, Abel does need a hand. Convenience.
There's another case of the I see your shit face, but she's not going to call him out.
Melanie just grumbles. She's like, yeah.
You alive there, buddy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, of course. Just... of course.
It's pretty strong stuff.
Let's just say that when I awakened it, I didn't expect it to be so,
Potent?
Yes.
I mean, it's got to be heavy enough to work on someone in Krynos. It's not exactly softballing it in there.
Yeah.
God damn it, Zuri. Oh.
You can say Cassie's walked in after Callum as well, probably to go help, insist that she help, because it's Cassie.
Oh, hey, look, I'm out with the 2 stoned people. So she leans over and takes a casual, another very shallow hit, more for show than to actually get anything. It's like, so, carves a path? Not a fan?
Takes a long swig of water. No.
She starts laughing because, god damn it, Zuri.
He is prick. You know what I would do? Nudge, you know what I would do? You know what I would do, Charlotte?
I have a pretty good guess.
What would I do?
Would you, maybe put your hands around his throat?
Just jumps up and down like an excited puppy.
Still glancing over to Melanie to see if she gets even vaguely tempted to speak.
Melanie is doing a polite, I'm not trying to chuckle, but this shit is hilarious face. Watching Zori bounce up and down like an excited cat.
But why? Okay, so he's a prick. But why, though?
She'll look over, very calmly, over at Cassie trying to fumble and help Callum as Callum's like, it's fine. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. Like, Cassie, you don't need to help me. It's like, but I want to. That type of thing. Is Abel is busy cooking and, they look like they're arranging and having a laugh. It's not my place.
Well, I'm not exactly asking you on the record, am I? Takes a swig out of the beer.
She'll take a gentle sip, coughing a bit, and Zori's like, yes. It is awkward to tell. But I would still put my hand around his throat.
Well,
Melanie just smiles.
Well, I figured there's a reason you usually want to put your hand around people's throat.
I would put my hands around his throat and slit his throat.
You see, that's called escalation.
Stares. Yeah.
Still looking over at Melanie like, come on, buddy.
Looks over again as she sees Abel again coming over and doting on as Callum moves in to help dish out some of the floats. It looks like they're nearly about ready, but if you're following Melanie's gaze, you can see Abel doting on Cassie as Cassie stumbles over something. And he gently helps her up, and you can see more of the scars on her back. Vicious looking. And Charlotte would have seen them on her thighs as well. Melanie will look back over. When Cassie was still very young, carved a path arranged for the men to get their spirits up. And let's just say there was a public menace beating.
That's so.
Like I said, carves the path didn't do it himself, and he doesn't hate metas, but he understands the traditional mindset.
Gonna check my dice.
Well, feel free to take a rage if you feel like Charlotte would take a rage.
Honestly, yeah, because she doesn't sympathize with the idea of Metis being not people enough to not. She's not sympathetic enough to the whole ideal. So yeah, she takes a point of rage. They might catch her like white knuckling the beer bottle.
Cassie, of course, did what she was trained to do. Cassie's parents were she looks over again. Let's just say Carves the Path knew who they were.
Really?
Yes. And let's just say he has a vindictive streak.
I'm gonna check my willpower.
What are you doing, Katie?
I doubt she's done anything to get it back. Actually, she has. She's been confided in several people by now. So yes, she does have it back.
Let me just see if this thing is actually working here.
Find out. It's doing it just very, very slowly.
Again, I'm an impatient asshole. Let's just do it with R20.
Yep. R20 doesn't treat me right, Torta. Boo. I don't know how to make the successes thing go away. But yeah, that's just one. It's enough. Just enough to bite down, but I'll say that it's one of those things where you can tell she bites down on a comment.
And Abel felt particularly strongly. And let's just say, Carves the Path being a higher rank. Abel would have been an Atrim by now, otherwise. He's only just gotten back to Foston.
That's so.
Again, Carves the Path isn't traditional. It's called opportunity.
So he's not traditional, he's just an asshole.
Politics.
Man, she finally just leans back in the chair.
If what I understand, your friend's father was very good at it.
What?
My family is it's politics. Zori gives the stone nod of the conspiracy theory nod, like, yeah, man, politics, you know?
Man, I was really looking forward to having a fucking paying job. What a dick.
Zori stares at you as, uh-oh. She spends a willpower because, uh-oh. Someone's taking a rage. I just have to roll it, even though she spent willpower. It's a good thing she spent willpower. Melanie doesn't seem phased, but Zori is feeling strongly. Zori kind of stands up and looks at you. For the first time, you see her get angry.
Oh shit.
Her nostrils flare.
The eyebrows almost immediately pop up like, oh!
Yeah, Zori getting angry is quite a scary sight because she like puffs her chest and everything.
Considering what she does when she's happy, I can only fathom what she does when she's angry. So yeah, Charlotte has an immediate appreciation for the fact that Zuri is upright and angry. Neither are good things.
Yeah, Melanie's quickly standing up, like speaking. Yeah, Charlotte will recognize this is Russian. Zori just nods slowly, sits down, begins to slam things down on the table. You can tell she's rolling another something as Melanie's handing her a bag of something. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't even think I blame her.
I'm not angry. Although, Charlie, you can play tell she's taking a rage, you know?
She just shakes her head.
But not at you. It's the situation. I understand why you did it.
I mean, I haven't done anything yet, but...
Look, if I was you, I'd take it.
I'm not so sure it's worth it.
Again, this is coming from a device of someone who's had to watch her packmates suffer because of this. Callum is a good alpha. He's brought us together. Abel's a very good beta. Cassie is a wonderful omega. But we've suffered, and we still have to suffer. So take my advice.
Wouldn't help him further his political bullshit? Nah.
Get yourself and keep your head down. And get into a position where you can eventually challenge him.
Gonna be a fucking while. The rank gap is massive.
So build slow.
I'm gonna.
Like I said, there are many of us that would like to. And unfortunately, we don't have someone to follow yet. Or someone to make sure we're not a bunch of broken fools like that other Silverfang is. And we're not oath breakers. Cassie, yeah, not Cassie, fucking Zori nods at this verb fucking firmly. I broke no oath. I break no oath.
What oath does he have you under?
No, we are not under any oath. But the agent that's going around thinking he can change everybody. So he can stand up to the likes of Cav the Path when he is no better. The one known as Skyripper is an oathbreaker. We don't follow that. We don't align with that. Zori nods again. Oathbreaker is worse than anything. Spits.
And your alpha?
He agrees. He wants to protect us. Callum is clever politically. However, he keeps silent. But when he is angry, he's a good Phaladox. and he will never forget what he did to Cassie.
And yeah, by now, Charlotte's just kind of slumped in her seat, the beer idly in one hand while she's like rubbing her forehead with the other. And this is some heavy shit.
It's politics. You poked.
Yeah. I'd rather know, but it still sucks.
Sorry for getting,
You're not the only one who got angry.
You look over as Cassie's wandering over with food with a big derpy smile on her face. Lays it down. Abel follows and sits down. Callum does as well. It smells lovely after much, much effort. Callum looks at everybody. Everything all right?
She's gonna glance over to Melanie. She's probably a better liar than Charlotte is.
Just filling her in on the gossip. Smile over at Charlotte.
Yep. Good stuff. A plus.
Girl talk, I take it.
Yep. Technically
Yeah.
true.
You hear the stone talk as Zori finally lights up the yeah.
Snickers. God damn it, Zuri.
Cassie will just give you a smile as, you eat and stuff like that, and eventually you get pulled aside by Cassie.
Oh Lord, sorry, say again?
Like you eat and, you scoff through a drink and
Oh,
have
yeah.
a laugh. And eventually you're kind of pulled aside as everyone's dancing and laughing and, seems a nice atmosphere. Cassie will pull you aside.
I will get pulled aside with great success.
Thank you for the other day.
Of course.
Will you give my apologies to the cup?
Yeah, no problem.
I was spending some time with her and before all this, so I know I made a fool of myself in front of her and scared her.
I think she was already scared.
I know. That's why I was spending some time with her.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, she got a chance to let it out. I think
She
she
seemed-
needed it.
She looks relieved. Sky Ripper was lovely. I know the others don't like him, but it was really sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
And thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Don't be too harsh on the Eyes of the Valorine. Well, not Wildfire at least. He's fair. He's only new.
I mean, I haven't even really had a proper chance to get to know him, so...
He's the only one they get on with. Mainly because he's a get and he's straightforward. Just smile.
Not the other one either?
Marcel is the cruelest.
That's so.
Nod. Starts shaking like she's genuinely afraid.
Oh, okay. We won't talk about it. It's cool.
His strength is in force, and I have to be strong, otherwise.
Otherwise, nothing.
The den mother gave out to him before when he used to come over and
Be an asshole.
teach us.
Yeah.
She stuck up for us.
Good.
She cares. She's just not allowed to show it.
She finally kind of sheepishly reaches up and rubs the back of her head again, like, yeah, I know.
Just don't have him come after you.
What's he gonna come after me for?
Just don't, please.
I mean, it's definitely not the plan.
Should nod. I just don't want to see you get hurt.
Don't worry, I'm pretty good at getting hurt. I've lived through it so far. I always say just the right thing.
You do. It's not a bad thing.
I mean, I feel bad for the poor walls. Eventually, we're gonna run out.
Rides the lightning is least of your problems. But if you ever just want to talk,
Yeah, I'll keep you in mind. She'll actually, like, is she still really twitchy? Okay, then she won't reach out.
my role as an Omega traditionally can be taken as many things, but I can help you.
Sure. Well, why not? It's another thing I gotta learn anyways, right?
Well, we are Father Doxus, so at least you can vent some of your frustrations and criticisms and misunderstandings of things to me. And that way, when you need to go do the task, you can approach it with a level head.
She kind of gives a thoughtful little nod, like, yeah, makes sense.
Smile. I'll extend my services to you then.
Your pack gonna be okay with it?
Should look over. They all seem to be having a laugh and drinking as they were at. You can tell they're teasing Melanie about getting so fucking high. Yes, I've already talked with them about it.
Wow.
She points to the side of her head.
Oh. Oh, yeah. That's a thing?
Zori's too high, but Melanie agreed. And Callum is happy so long as I'm happy.
Seems like a pretty healthy attitude.
I convinced Abel not as a condition that you had to date his cousin Steve, so you're fine.
How many cousins does he have?
At least 10.
Yeah, she was expecting a big number. Not the big number she was expecting, and so she kind of coughs. Like, literally mid-swig coughs.
I mean, he's from the Ulrichsen family, so there's a lot of them.
Oh my god. Please tell me they're not all men.
No, there's one or two women, I think.
Oh god.
Your friend Maria.
Yeah?
She doesn't mind you talking to me?
I mean, I don't really care if she does. We're friends, but that doesn't mean I listen to every single thing she says. It means we listen to each other. I understand how she feels and all, but...
Oh, the Fianna aren't... They're harsh, but... They, you know...
I'm beginning to get the idea.
They're harsh. As long as I don't bother them, they generally don't come looking for me.
Well, if they come looking for you because of me, I'll go looking for them. How about that?
Charlotte, don't do that.
Look, they have their ways, I have mine. It's all well and good if they want to do things their way when it's them. But,
I've given them no trouble, and they've given me relatively no trouble.
okay. You wouldn't be giving them any trouble.
I don't want you to fight my battles for me.
I wouldn't. I
But
only ever fight my own.
you're making my battle your battle, and that defeats the purpose.
If the only reason they give you shit is because of me.
That's not the reason they give me that.
I mean, if it is.
It won't
If
be.
because of us hanging out, they come at you.
No, it was because I'm Meredith.
I mean,
Because my father and my mother broke the first tenant. And I am a result of that. That is the reason the Fianna give out to me.
well, I know.
They are just very harsh. That is all. They're not cruel.
Is there a fine difference I'm missing?
It gives you a very honest stare. Yes,
I'll take your word for it.
you should. I wasn't always on this set.
No, it's not.
I used to come from a sept down Swallows uncomfortably. A sept in Europe, and it was much harsher. I came to this sept, was brought to the sept about 5 years ago. And Charlotte would know, Cassie only made Cleith like about a month before you did. She's always been a cub.
So noted.
And let's just say things were a lot stricter there. So a few Fianna that are a bit more harsh to me when I fail, I don't mind. Apart from other things.
The eyebrow kind of pops.
The only one that makes me afraid like I used to be is the Fenrir named Marcel.
All right. No, I won't. I'm not going to fight your battles for you. I'm not going to do all that. I just meant to say, if Maria decides she doesn't like what I'm doing and goes after you instead of talking to me, I'll come around and find her for it.
I don't
But-
think Maria Darcy is like that. I think she is just going to shout at you anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Just nods awkwardly. If I got you in trouble, I can provide those services too.
What, you mean earlier?
I would like you to punish me
For what?
for embarrassing myself in front of the other guru and teaching a bad example to the cub.
She kind of corks a brow and like steals a glance out to the back porch to see if any of them are like. I imagine this isn't something she's ferrying, but she's kind of glancing over or listening to see if, the fanfare dies down or anything.
No, they're having a good time. You hear Zoe like, Melanie, you're so stupid.
God damn it.
No, you get the impression this is something on the sly.
God damn it. Would have been a lot easier if they knew what was going on.
Please don't tell them. They're harsh, yes. They're not harsh, no. They're liberal in a way, but they need to understand that I need to make sure that I am keeping to a standard. And if the Den Mother sees that I am received punishment or I am showing strength and accepting my responsibilities, then I can talk to the Cora again.
You think it'll work?
Yes, she's gonna roll subterfuge because Cassie is lying about that reason. Poor Cassie just one. It's not working again. Or super slow. So, or 20. It's 5 dice, difficulty 8. Because go Cassie. She botches. That's a blatant lie. That's a blatant fucking lie. Well, it's a good truth and it's a good alternative, but you know the reason why Cassie wants you to punish her.
And I will, you know what? I will roll just because there's the off chance I could botch as well. I don't
No.
botch.
The reason why it would be such a good lie if Cassie wasn't making the biggest like, oh fuck, I just lied face. You know what I mean?
Oh no! Why she gotta be so cute when she's doing the bad?
That is the reason that makes it a botch, is the oh fuck, I just lied face.
You at least vaguely think it'll work?
No. But well, probably, but yes, probably.
I dare say the look she's getting is practically the mom stare, though there's a glance offside again.
Charlotte, please.
You know what, like, if I do this and it's something that the Den Mother is meant to see or find out about, your pack's gonna kick my ass.
I'm just saying. It's something the Den Mother's meant to see. It's more for myself. I need to know myself that I've not done wrong.
I'm trying to decide on something she can roll to try to see if she can understand enough to empathize.
Peony?
I mean, she believes her. Can I do something like an intelligence empathy or a wits empathy to kind of grasp what she wants?
Of course you can. Yeah, by all. I would say wits empathy because it is on the spot.
I mean, that's still one. It's enough that she can kind of get the edge of what she's going for.
Mm-hmm. I would say what you understand is that Cassie believes that she is full of sin. She is bad. And by you punishing her, she can believe that a part of her has atoned, so she can make herself strong to prove herself in front of the Den Mother. It doesn't have to be in front of the Den Mother, it's for more that it has to be done for Cassie herself. You could do this in private, and it'll be the same effect.
And she kind of gets... Admittedly, she's uncomfortable with the idea, but she does kind of lean back against the door frame. Is it that important to you?
Rapid nodding. I am unclean.
And you really believe it?
I'm a child of a litany breach, Charlotte.
Yeah.
My mother died because I clawed my way out of her belly. My father She bites her lip. My
Was he at least
father.
punished?
Father's dead. He went after my mother had died, put me in a basket, and went out to meet his death. Apparently, he named me Cassie. That's all I've known.
She proceeds to upend the bottle. And I will roll stamina because she's probably been drinking.
Oh yeah,
all
I can
evening.
imagine. Yeah. I'll mean roll that stamina.
That whole 2 dice.
Oh, you got one.
She's not gone yet. By now she's probably a little tips, but
Oh yeah, you can definitely feel it. You're just not absolutely like
off her
skyrocketing.
tits, yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing she ended up drinking just beer. Look, if it's that important, we'll figure something out. But I'm not gonna do something like that here.
I didn't mean here. I meant sometime soon.
She kind of scrunches her brow.
I'm sorry if you hate me.
I don't hate you. I think it's kind of sad that you hate yourself that much. That you think you're that bad.
I am, Charlotte. I don't think it. It's the truth.
And you don't think the stuff you already suffer is enough?
It's but just a price we all pay. And if I was a true guru, I wouldn't have these things. But I'm not.
Remind me again, what exactly you think you need to be punished for?
Bad example for the Cubs. And escalating a situation and frenzy, we'll say.
Frenzy.
Yes. Rubs at her eyes.
Trying to remember when the fuck she frenzied.
You get the impression she calls her seizures frenzies.
Ah, okay.
I just gives that one for free.
Thank you. I'm sitting here like, did I fucking forget part of a scene?
She calls her seizures frenzies. Even though Charlotte would know that they're not that. They're
Oh, yeah. Right. I'll have to think about it.
Thank you. I'm sorry for ruining your night.
You haven't ruined my night. You're all making me think too much.
I like you.
Why?
You're just like them.
What?
You're just like them.
What?
She looks over at her pack fondly.
How's that?
You care too much.
There's a blink. Is it too much or just the right amount?
You care too much.
Look, man, I know you don't think you're people, but I think you are. So, yeah.
Do you want me to drop you home since I'm the only one who can stay relatively sober?
Can you drive?
Did not. Zori taught me how.
Yeah, let me let him know I'm leaving.
Did not. Go outside.
Then yeah, she'll meander back out.
You get the biggest hug from Zori ever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Abel gives you a hug as well. Callum nods. Melanie, smiles at you. It's probably the first time you've actually seen a genuine smile off her.
Oh, it's a genuine smile. Well, that's different.
Mm-hmm. See you later, Charlotte.
Yep, probably.
Don't be a stranger.
Not on your life.
Nod. Feel free to pay a visit to the outskirts of the woods. I like to collect things there.
Yeah?
If you want to talk.
Yeah. Sure. I gotta do keeper stuff anyways. That's keeper stuff, right?
He got you to buy him the 99 cell, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Spreads her hands like, I can't help you, bro. You know what I mean?
No
You
one
get the-
can save me.
You get the impression she was also the victim of the 99 sale by the way she spreads her hands.
Yeah. Broke as a joke. But, on this side, looking back, perhaps it wasn't worth one night of sleeping indoors, but it's where I'm at now.
He's a crafty one, that Lupus. She'll take a swig.
Yeah. Scary as fuck, too.
Mm.
Jesus, he gets intense.
Mm.
He does not appreciate the cross your heart and hope to die gesture, just so you know. That is a thing he's not into.
She just nods slowly, like, okay. You know what I mean?
She just kind of shakes her head a bit, but yeah. Waves herself out.
Cassie drops you back to the stepped. Before you, when you get out of the car and she gets out too, she gives you a very, very, tight squeeze of a hug.
Yeah, she'll wrap her up and hug her back. Finally give her hair that ruffle she meant to do earlier.
Again, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're not angry with me?
I mean, it's a weird thing to ask for, but apparently it's really important. So,
To me, yes.
if it's that important,
Thank you. She gives her another squeeze.
yeah. Gives her another squeeze around the shoulders.
Hop back in the car.
Walk up to the front door with my Metis cooties. Oh, yeah.
You walk up to the front door, and as you're walking, you see, that staring at you from the front door, on the porch.
What?
Where have you been?
It's out at the pack house. Fucking. Goddamn it, let me toggle the thing. Strangers of Ice Wolf.
You went to their pack house, did you?
Yeah.
Eyebrow raise?
What?
Didn't think you liked them.
I mean, they seem to like me okay.
I bet you they did.
What?
You're a big softy.
She ponders this accusation. Shrugs. I mean, there are worse things I could be.
True. You could be a cunt.
I know, right? Be ashamed to be
Although
one of those.
you are a bit bitchy, though.
Yeah, but I'll never, ever match your levels. She takes a deep bow, clearly teasingly.
Frowny face.
I can only strive and struggle.
Yeah. She takes a long drag of her cigarette. She sits down.
So any weird revelations you want to give me too?
What you mean?
Just shakes her head. She's finally learning all the shit they don't tell cubs.
Welcome to being a Cleith.
It's ass.
Is that Juno one alright with Damon?
Hmm?
She got in his face.
What? Why? What?
She said he was staring at her. Got really fucking intense. In her house, even.
Here. She did that.
Yeah, she came over when Lily and Leaf were planning a few things. Damon and I were inside. He came down to get some food, and I don't know. She got all fucking intense at him. Do you know what that's about?
Hmm.
I mean, my Alpha's her cousin and all that, but I'm not having her fucking stare at Damon like that.
I am going to roll something.
What are you going to roll?
Gonna roll some sub.
Maria will.
I'm gonna
stare at
fail.
Maria will stare at you. There is a chance she will fail, but she does have decent dice. She has subterfuge 3. Oh, yeah, she's that one. So there's a chance.
Yeah.
She gets it.
Yeah.
Barely, but she gets it.
She'll catch the agitation over, like, all in all, she can tell that the notion upset Charlotte a good bit.
This is going to be ironic. I know, right? You know, type of stare. Can't
Pretty
believe she did
fucked
that. Yeah. I don't know what Miss fucking Britches over there is thinking.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Staring at her, Jesus.
Look, Damon is Damon,
Well, yeah.
but he didn't do anything. Damon doesn't hurt anybody.
No, of course not.
I didn't appreciate her fucking disrespecting my family in my own house.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
anything about it.
Oh. Why, she talked to you?
I mean, we've started talking, but I haven't heard anything about that. Not really.
Happened the other day, not like 2 days ago.
Maybe I'll go give her a talking at, see what the fuck.
If you want to,
I do want to.
I'll be having a fucking talk with her, alright? I don't care whose fucking cousin she is.
Man. Like, I know she gets standoffish, but Jesus. Just rubs her face. Does Maria have a drink out there?
Nope, she's just smoking a cigarette.
Damn it.
She looks quite. There are circles around her eyes, and she's been sweating.
There's a side glance.
Keep in mind, this is like 2:00 in the morning when you get back.
Have you been sleeping at all?
Stopped a bit. Opens her eyes. He's had bad dreams. He's had bad dreams again.
Oh, shit.
I've only just managed to get him to actually settle down.
I'll keep an eye out. Go ahead and crash.
If you want to.
I do want to.
Shrugs. Takes another drag.
I'll go check on him. Go to sleep.
We'll be fine.
You're gonna need a lot of eyeshadow for that fine.
I have plenty. Just nods to herself.
And shakes her head a bit and goes ahead and starts to stand herself up.
There's nothing wrong with him.
What, Damon?
She nods. I don't like the way she fucking looked at him.
Was it that bad?
Yeah. There's nothing fucking wrong with him.
No, there's not.
She rubs her face.
Even if something was, it'd be a big tall glass and none of her business.
Yeah. She's gonna roll some subterfuge. Because, well, Maria knows only so much. Can't be that many because of her pure breed.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking pure breed.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She gets 6 successes.
Yeah, I can't even roll against it.
She keeps herself together. And she turns over. I'm gonna tell you something, alright?
Yeah.
Damon, when he was younger, followed my father's packmate into the Umbra.
She just slowly sits back down.
There are kin that can, have what we have,
Yeah.
But at such a young age.
I mean, at least he followed someone and didn't go there by accident.
Yeah. It's what they saw.
Yeah.
Some things were attracted to him. That's what she said. I don't know how many times this has gone on. He doesn't talk. He doesn't tell me nothing. But there's nothing wrong with him. He's just,
He's just quirky and a dork. Reaches out and gives her shoulder a squeeze.
Yeah. I can't have anything happen to him, Charlotte.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to him.
Just a nod.
Thanks for letting me know. Ah, damn.
I trust you, so.
Well, that shit with Juno. You'll probably get to her before I do.
Hope you get to her before me.
Well, hope springs eternal.
There's nothing wrong with him, alright?
No.
And tell her that.
No, well,
Tell her I'll be nice and let you talk first since you're the final dogs.
Yeah.
Tell her if she ever talks to my brother that way again in my house. I don't care who she is.
yeah.
She's already disrespected my hospitality once. There won't be a second time.
No, imagine not. Fly out the window, land on her ass. Jesus. That's if she's lucky. Doesn't go through a wall instead.
She'll nod. You can go check on him if you want. He might be still sleeping. I don't know. I'm gonna go die on the couch.
Yeah. I'll go check on him.
She proceeds to go die on the couch.
Yeah. At least when they stand up, she'll take a second to give Maria a hug because she probably needs one.
Yeah, she gives you a very tight squeeze back.
And yeah. Once she's shuffled her off to the couch, she'll go ahead and hop up the stairs. Kind of do that thing where even going so far as to kind of like turn the knob before you open the door to pop into Damon's room.
He's lying there. You can tell he's awake just by you can see the occasional blink of his eye.
Hey.
Hey,
She'll quietly close the door behind her and just amble over. Crawl up next to him in the bed, wrap him up.
how was your night out?
It's almost as exciting as your night in.
Maria got a bit of a panic, that's all.
Yeah. It's like she cares or something. It's crazy.
I know, right? Trying so hard to be mom.
Yeah. We'll put her to bed. Or at least put her to couch.
She'll sleep like a light.
Yep. You want to tell me about it?
I killed you.
Shit.
Yeah,
Did you tell her?
shakes his head. Do you think she'd be so fucking calm if I did?
I mean, she seemed more worn out than calm, but nah, probably not. Probably would have just punched me step one.
I killed you.
How'd you manage that? And kiss
We
the top
were
of his head.
arguing. And I just got so angry. I felt something rip to your stomach and then grab me. But it was me.
I'm trying to be legit as fuck. But isn't it fairly common for people before their first change to have dreams like that?
Yeah. It is and it isn't. Depends. Sometimes it is, sometimes it doesn't. But he's told you he's had dreams like this a lot of his life.
Okay. For the love of God.
No, that he's definitely mentioned. He's mentioned he's had dreams like this since he stepped over that time. He told you
Okay.
crossed over.
I know he had nightmares. I did not know the details of OC, so.
Hmm. No, he's mentioned at least that he has very vivid nightmares.
Well, she just wraps him up. Hugs him in a bit tighter. I know, I'm pretty tough to kill.
I could hear them calling my name.
Yeah.
There are hundreds of them. I used to get these dreams when I was younger. They'd all come for me.
And do what?
Hold me. Be right after someone had died.
Well, I'm alright. And you're not getting hugged to death by creepy spirits.
Not. I see something dead following you sometimes. My dreams.
And she continues to just kind of lay there at this point, like with him nestled in and thumb idly stroking over his cheek. Yeah?
It's like a walking corpse. But death seems to just follow it. I couldn't see much, but it was such a vivid dream.
Oh, that's not creepy.
Promise me you're safe out there.
Yeah, of course. I don't want to die.
Good.
I don't know any walking corpses, so
This thing was hungry.
those squints. Don't be for me.
Not.
Ugh. No, as far as I know, not being followed around by a corpse person.
Okay.
It almost never leaves Sept anyways. Only finally just got to go out.
We'll nod and just plant a very delicate kiss on your cheek.
Don't you worry, I'm a big strong monster. I got this.
Will you stay in my bed tonight?
Yeah. Stay right here.
I can actually go to sleep.
Yeah. She'll even go so far as to kind of shift them around a little bit. Settle him down so that he's laying with his ear right over her heart.
He's asleep within 2 minutes. You got the impression he was too afraid to go to sleep.
Yeah. She'll actually stay up for maybe a startling bit longer, just kind of keeping an eye, keeping an ear. I don't know why, but she's got kind of the skin crawlies going, so...
You can hear the occasional moan and groans of his sleeping. You can see the sweat pouring out of him, but he doesn't get violent. Not tonight.
Well, she will do her level best to just be idly stroking his cheek, stroking his shoulder, combing through her fingers through his hair, just doing her best to offer very subtle, so not enough to wake him, but hopefully some subliminal notion that he is not by himself.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the best place to end it then.
Yes, indeed.
So thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching. Bleh.
Yeah.